for the acting community in Switzerland and Zurich especially. We have too little of mingling, networking, looking out for our friends in this business, especially here in Switzerland. And Jesse's done so much. And I mean, you have producers, actors, videographers, cameramen, photographers meeting tonight, and it's all potential for future collabs. So I want to just a big handout to I just gotta figure out the date. All right. Does anyone know what was invented in 1927? 1927. I'll give you a hint. Late 1920s, 30s, people get together, do the sort of thing we're watching tonight. Yeah, a film was before, but they revolutionized from the projection to something else. Nope. Back then, not everyone owned one back then. So you have
TV.
Yes. TV, 1927, they invented TV, and we're doing something they did back then when not everyone had a TV, and people would go to wherever to watch something better. And it's so cool that we're doing something old school. Because, right.
And it's in this it's not a Netflix binge thing where you watch what you want. This is absolutely. We don't speak about some things. I'm glad you said that.
Thanks for mentioning that. Because speaking of AI, it's playing on our AI, Rai Uno, and even on their Rai Play platform, it's not airing, because we would have aired it there, but it's not airing yet. So we have to wait till tomorrow to air it there. So we have to watch it live tonight. There's no other option than watching it on television. And TV was invented 1929. 2 years later, Oriana Fallaci was born. Who this show is about? Just quick. How much? I think we have time. Quick thing about her.
It's 18 after, so you got
Great.
a good 5-10.
Excellent. I'm honored to be in this show because funny enough, she was born 2 years after TV, and she chose a career in journalism. And she became one of the most iconic, controversial, important journalists and unorthodox journalists in Italian history. She interviewed people ranging from Gaddafi to Arafat, who was president of Palestine back then, to Kissinger, Henry Kissinger, who passed away not too long ago. He referred to her, he orchestrated the Vietnam War, and he said that was his worst interview ever. She got him to admit that it was a useless war and that he was pretty much running it like a cowboy for his own purposes. And to get a word like that from a very smart person like Kissinger, you have to be adept. And her style of journalism, which was really intimate and very personal, really got popular in the 70s. And in my opinion, she's sort of the foremother of blogging. It was just like written blogging in a way. Now it's changed to Instagram, but back then they were longer bits. And she was so controversial that she's had death threats. She actually got shot 3 times when she was reporting there was a student revolt in Mexico. She wrote a book after 9/11 about the conflict between Islam and Western civilization. That got her a lot of praise and also a lot of critique. And she's always been very courageous in addressing those themes, which brings us to today's episode. When she was in her teenage years, in her childhood and teenage years, her dad was a partigiano, so a resistance guy in Italy, and he would give weapons and shelter to people who needed it. For example, American prisoner of war camps. And she helped him in that, and the rest of that story we'll have to watch. So thanks again for being here, and applause to you guys for showing up as my friends. It can't be done without friends. Thank you.
Bravo! Woo!